Good morning to my people, my YouTube people. How y'all doing out there? I wanted to hop on here and check on you guys, and I want to show you what we're going to have for supper. I call it supper. A lot of people call it dinner. Actually, a lot of people looks at me funny if I say supper, but I'm from the old, it was breakfast, dinner, and supper. Now it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you hear me say supper, I mean it for some people dinner, because we have 2 meals a day most of the time. Breakfast, and I eat my breakfast. Charles eats early when he first gets up. I eat later, about 10, 11, my breakfast. And then so early, or this morning about 7:30, I put on what we're gonna have for supper. And it's a new thing I'm trying. It smells wonderful. Have you guys ever had this? It's stovetop stuffing. I like the cornbread. There's all different flavors. I like the cornbread style. Cream of chicken soup, and I get Campbell's Healthy Request because we try to stay down low on the salt. It's 50% less salt. So cream of chicken. A can of that, chicken broth. This is 33%. I couldn't find any sodium, no sodium in the can. So chicken broth, chicken, of course. It calls for 4 chicken breasts, but I was down to 1 chicken breast in the freezer. I get the individually frozen and the healthiest that I can find. But I was down to 1, and I made it work because I have canned chicken. I think it's 12 point something ounces. It looks like it's dark in here, but it's not. So I drained it, and I got a bottle of water, and I washed it, strained it, and washed all the liquidy stuff off of it. And to make up for those other chicken breasts, okay, so that's what it was, and I added some water also. See, is that all? I think it is, but it's just Charles and I, so I use my little mini crock pot most of the time. And so here's how I did it. Have y'all ever had this with the stovetop stuffing in a crock pot with chicken and cream of chicken and all that? Okay, so I put a tablespoon of butter on the bottom, and then I put the canned chicken, I put that in there. And then I put I chunked up my chicken breast that I had and put that on top. Then I put some cream of chicken soup, and I poured some chicken broth over that. And then I put stovetop stuffing, some on there, about 1/3 of the box. And then I just sort of layered it, then more chicken broth, or more cream of chicken broth, and I layered some more stovetop, and just layered it like that and kept pouring on there. So I used like probably a cup or a little more than a cup of chicken broth. And y'all, I'm not good with the recipes. I change them and tweak them around. So I'm not a very good person to follow with recipes, but do y'all do that? So it wound up being at least 1 full cup of the chicken broth, and then 1/2 to 3/4 cups of water. And just layered it and put it on, and my last I put some more cream of chicken on top of the stovetop. So in here in my camera area, it will not flip around. I can push a button, it flips around. When I am doing a Facebook Live, I can touch and it'll flip around, but I have to turn my whole phone around, so I'm going to turn y'all around, and hopefully I'll point it in the right direction where you can see it. So I'm going to take the lid off. It's been cooking 5 hours, at least 5. Oh yeah, see, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12. Oh yeah, 5 almost, yeah. So it's done, and I've got it turned on low now. I had it on high. But I'm going to let you guys see it. Let's see if I can get it here. Let's see. There, can you see it? And oh, it smells so good, y'all. I'm gonna have 1 cup. I'm gonna measure out 1 cup for me. And I was gonna fix green beans. I'll ask Charles if he wants green beans or carrots or something with it. But if he says no, then he'll eat whatever he wants of it. Can y'all see it good? I can't hardly see. It's still bubbling. We're looking forward to eating this. We eat anywhere from, we have breakfast. Well, Charles eats early when he first gets up. I eat about between 10 and 11. And then we eat our supper anywhere between 2 and 4. And then that's how we eat. Okay, y'all. So, the stovetop, your chicken broth. Y'all, I'll tell you what I had for breakfast here in a minute. The cream of chicken, the Campbell's cream of chicken soup. We get the low sodium stuff. You know, if you don't do that, you don't have to. Water, some butter. Just sort of put that in there and layer it. The reason why I layered it is because this is a mini crock pot. If I had my big crock pot over here, I would not. I just did layered it one time, but so this will be good, y'all. So that's what I'm having. I got the whole house is smelled up. The whole house smells so good. Let me tell you what I had for breakfast. I'm on a journey to getting some weight off. So y'all want to join in with me? I mean, you just do it your way, and we sort of encourage each other and help each other. Maybe tell me what you do. Maybe we can get some pointers from each other. For breakfast, I had, and I do intermittent fasting too, 16 and 8-hour window to eat. But my window is usually like, I eat breakfast about 10:30-ish. So 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. My eating window is really like 4 hours, sometimes 5 hours instead of 8. So, but I got it set at 16:8. So, intermittent fasting. And I try to eat. Yesterday for supper, it was a lot. Well, I make sure I have, my protein, and then I try to really watch it with any carbs. Now, your vegetables, your good carb vegetables are not bad. And on your fruit, like you can eat any fruit you want to. Just watch the portions on some of them. But your best low glycemic fruit is blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries. But yesterday I had half a banana with my breakfast, half a banana. And these here, I like Dole. I do like Del Monte products, but Dole in these are my favorite, but they didn't have the Dole. These are 35 calories there's 4 cups in here, so 35 calories for 1 cup. I drained it. It's 35 calories, and it's no added sugar. It's got stevia and monk fruit in it. And I did you know that cottage cheese is good in protein? So I had a 1/3 cup of cottage cheese. I put some of these on, this 1 little cup of these on top this morning, and some fat or sugar-free whipped topping on top, and I sprinkled a good portion of cinnamon on top of that. And I had 2 slices of turkey bacon, 2 like poached eggs. They're so good like that. I was surprised. I did sprinkle a little bit of cheese, provolone cheese on there, on the eggs, and melted it. The 2 slices of turkey bacon. That's what I had this morning. And then I have my supplements, and I'll talk to you about the supplements another day. And I'll even show them to you what I have on my supplements. I'm not very good at drinking. I try to drink like eight ounce glasses, you know, 64 ounces, but I hardly ever meet that. I hardly ever meet it, but I don't feel deprived or anything, and I feel, you know, but I would like to drink that much, but most of the time it's, I'll drink up to like 40 ounces. Sometimes it's 32, sometimes it's 40. Once in a while, you know, I'm just not real good with my water, but I think that I'm okay though. I don't think I'm dehydrated or anything like that. Yeah. Oh, so I told you what we're having for supper, that I have in a little crock pot. And for, I try to stay, most days I try to do, you know, I try to watch my protein, have more protein, keep the sugars way down. I've stopped eating bread. Of course, Stovetop, you know, it's grainy, bready, but I've limited myself to 1 cup. It won't be all, you know, it'll have all that other mixed in, chicken and all that stuff. But just day to day, just watch and balance everything out and watch it. But breakfast is always higher protein for me. So that's today. The chicken is my protein. And is there any other protein? Not much for lunch, but I had a high protein breakfast. And I do love sweets, but don't eat a lot of them. But I am going to have a Pepperidge Farms. Have y'all eaten it? I'll get it. I'll get it so you can see. Okay. This is a very not often thing. These here. They have apple, cherry. I think there's 4 in a box. I think there's 4. Yeah, there's 4. But I'm going to fix one of them. I'm going to fix one of them and then cut it in half. And I'll have half. Charles has half. Now, don't worry about him, you know, because I know half is don't seem like very much. But don't worry about him because he's got his favorite cookies in there. It's just fudge dipped mint cookies. Their best choice. Do y'all have that brand? They're like an off brand, but best choice that's good products. Oh, I had 1/2 of that cookie yesterday. Just 1/2. And there's 2 for 180 calories. I just had 1/2 of it, but he loves those. So he's got those and those Nutty Buddy, Little Debbie. He's got those, you know, he's got all kinds of stuff. So, he'll be all right. So, if you have any questions about this dish that Crockpot dish that I did, it's Stovetop. It's chicken broth. I used about 1 cup or a little over, and then about 1 cup of water, or 3/4 cup of water. Butter, tablespoon of butter. Another cream of chicken. Just ask me. It's very good. You could probably find it on Pinterest too. That's our supper. Coming up just pretty soon. We talked about the weather, right? Did we talk about the weather? What kind of weather did y'all have last week? Or even maybe, what are you having this week? This week is delightful here. We've come up out of that Arctic blast we had last week. I thought we was gonna freeze to death. We're not used to that. Single digits, and we had snow, and oh my goodness. So, but it usually don't last very long, and it didn't. It lasted about 4 or 5 good days, and then we started coming up out of it. All right, you guys, I've been on here almost 15 minutes, so I'm going to get off of here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, you guys.